Aries, hi. So this is going to be reading for July 25th through the 31st. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out all the info about that in the description box below if you want. Now let's see, Aries. What's going on? Oi, really? The overall energy for the reading is 5 of Swords. Okay. Maybe a little bit of deception here and there while experiencing these energies. Maybe a little bit of sabotage. I don't know. We'll see. In the recent past, the 3 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands. Almost like this energy of claiming your independence was waiting just around the corner for you. I feel like there's been an opportunity here, like through your own pain, to learn to step back into your power, kind of a thing. But I feel like it took a while, which it is what it is. It's kind of one of those things where you are either choosing to just sit through this pain and heal it, and you know, just kind of transmute this whole pain so that you can step into you, the real you, or just kind of just, you know, hang around and be like, oh, it hurts a lot, I'm not going to do anything about it. You know, there's these two choices of sitting with the pain and sitting through the pain and healing through that pain, or just kind of looking at it and being an inconvenience, like, yeah, whatever, it hurts like no tomorrow, and everybody else is blaming, you know, let's blame everybody else for it. Sorry, Kai distracted me. Let's blame everybody else for it and just not do anything about it, you know? Eventually, I do see you stepping into your power. It just took a while for you to process this as, you know what, I could use this to my benefit, instead of just kind of whatever about it. In the current situation, the Knight of Swords, the Death card, the 10 of Wands. You're kind of wanting to get something done and over with here. And I feel like it's a tough decision, tough thing to do. But you're still kind of determined to go in that direction of this, I'm done with. I don't know what this is, but definitely a whole lot of determination. And your energy is almost all the way in to get something done here, to finish something off by the looks of it, you know? Yeah, in the immediate future, the 5 of Pentacles, the Hangman, the King of Pentacles. This energy is still here, that of you ending a situation or just taking yourself out of that place. It's still here, it's kind of stagnant, so even though you're going in that direction now, in the future it kind of looks like there's just a pause around it, almost like you didn't do it, or you're still kind of waiting for some elements to come together so that you can get through with it. Now the King of Pentacles is here. This could be something tied up to your stability. It could be a job. It could be something in that direction. Doesn't have to. It could also be, you know what, I have to remove this in order for me to grow in there. I don't know. Let's clarify. Let's see what's up. Still kind of trying to gather myself up. I had a long, very long, unplanned nap. Almost went through the whole night. So did everybody else, I hear. While I slept, everybody else slept. In terms of the cats, the dog. So still trying to come back, which I kind of love when I do readings right out of naps. Because part of me is not here. So I love that. It feels like I'm more in tune. Let's see, the Five of Swords. Oh, okay. Five of Swords, you get the Lovers, the Two of Wands, the Four of Pentacles. Alright. Oh, okay, so this is you telling me, you know, I've been dealing with this connection for quite a while. It's quite important to me. But you know what? Screw it. I'm not part of it anymore. I'm not, you know, I'm just gonna allow it to be what it is. I'm not gonna hang on to it. I released this connection. Yeah. And meanwhile, I'm supposed to believe you here, because there's definitely a sense of having expectation over something here. Even if it's the tiniest little expectation over it, it's still there. That's not a sense of releasing this connection, you know? And that's a sense of still hanging on to something tied up to this connection. So there's a little bit of deception when it comes to this connection on your part. There's Oscar, there's my boy. What you doing? Let me do the Three of Swords there in the recent past. The Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Three of Swords. Okay, yeah. I mean, this pain that you've been sitting on for a while there came as a result of something possibly coming to an end, something that feels quite important to you. It did bring a lot of healing, and it did bring in a lot of pain. And this pain was kind of distributed into the pain you're healing and you're learning from and you're learning through, and the pain that just sits there and you're kind of like, ugh, I hate this. I hate that I have to go through this. I hate that. I hate them for doing this, and I hate this. So it's kind of interesting the way it shows up, because I see it partly healed, you know? While quite a big chunk of it still stays there, still lingers with you. Let's do the Two of Wands. King of Wands, the Sun, the Tower. Expectation, expectation, expectation. Big expectation here. And I don't even feel like at that time you were realizing, you were kind of waiting for something to happen, something to give. And every time we're sitting in expectation, and then as the expectation gets bigger and bigger and bigger, it's just going to blow up in my face, in our faces. And I feel like that's exactly what happened there at some point. You know? But this is definitely something you learned from. Even though I don't see specifically, oh, okay, Aries learned from this, I kind of get the sense that you did learn a lot from that. Let's do the Knight of Swords. In the current situation. The Hierophant, the Four of Cups, the Two of Cups. You're very upset here with someone. You're like, you know what? I'm very upset, and because I'm upset, and because of that place of anger within me on this whole situation, I'm gonna go put this, you know, put this to an end here. And it is involving, I think, this connection here, which you're telling me, I don't want this anymore, I release this. Then why are you upset about it? Why are you disappointed in it if you don't want it so much? You can only be disappointed in something you're expecting something from. But you know, you released it. Let's do the Death card. The Three of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. Nah, I mean, yeah, physically you're showing me I'm taking this to the grave. Energetically, nah, not as long as you still hope and think that things are gonna work out here. And it's not, look, whatever it is that you're thinking or feeling about this, it's not wrong. You just gotta get in tune with it. You just gotta admit it to yourself, you know, and you just gotta embrace it. It is what it is. You feel what you feel, you think what you think about it. Because for right now, there's a little bit of going against all of that. You know, what you feel about it, kind of like, nah, that's not what I feel about it. Okay. but the energies around here show me something different. Let's do the Ten of Wands. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor. And I mean, ironically, things do tend to change here, you know, in terms of how you think, how you feel, how it's all turning out. You know, it's not like it's a flat path in this situation, you know. I don't see it as that. I see it as the intentions about it changing, the acknowledgement about it changing. Even in the physical, there could be small changes here. There's a whole lot of changes in the way you feel and the way you think about this. And they happen quite fast by the looks of it. They're not, you know, you're not in this place for a year, let's say, and then it's like, oh, you know, I'm kind of starting to change my mind. They're quite fast, quite subtle at times, where you miss them and you find yourself in the change. And it's like, oh, you know, if you're able to admit it to yourself, because I do see a lot of you kind of being like, no, I'm not going through that. I'm not experiencing that. Let's do the Five of Pentacles. The Hangman, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands. Yeah. I mean, there is this fear that's popping up in here that's probably creating all of this change. Fear of loss, possibly, around this connection, around, which is, you know, directly tied up to expectations. Oh, man. It's a frustrating one because it's coming in quite subtle where you can't catch it. It's catching you, and by the time you figure out what the hell is going on, you're already in the deception of it, and the no, this is not happening. No, oh, hold on, something is happening, but it's not that. It's that. So it's kind of messing with you here in the way it shows up, this fear, where it's hard to catch. Because I see you being able to catch it a lot of the times, but then it slips right off and it changes into something else. For the Hangman, interesting. You get the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. Something is being brought more to the surface in terms of the physical, I kind of get the sense. Where it's all happening energetically. And it becomes a little bit of a subtle roller coaster, let's say. And then somehow it gains clarity as it comes through in the physical a lot more. Almost like it's all grounding, but it's grounding from chaos to more smooth energies. Interesting. Let's do the King of Pentacles, and I feel like this Hangman has a lot to do with it, where it's like, okay, pause. Let's let these energies kind of go nuts and let's just kind of observe them. Let's see what happens. And I feel like that's when they start to ground. You know, where you become kind of neutral. You're not deceptive anymore. You're not, oh, I'm gonna go finish things off, or you're not gonna do anything. You're just kind of gonna observe what's happening. For the King of Pentacles, in the immediate future, you get the Temperance card, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups. There's a change of your focus here by the looks of it. As these energies start to ground, as you start to acknowledge what's going on truly inside of you there, in your heart, in everything, and then it starts to ground in the physical, I feel like it's easier for you to focus on possibly something else. It almost feels like you're trying to grab these energies as they come in and ground them. And then as that happens, it allows you to focus more on something that could be a little bit important for you at this time, which is something tied up to your stability or the material aspect of things. Because I see you in time kind of like, okay, things settled here. So it's like you're almost being taken on a journey, on an emotional journey, and then you start grounding so that you can focus on, you know, living. So interesting how it all plays off here. Let's see what the universe has to close it off. The Page of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, basically whatever's happening here, which I see again, subtle energies coming through, kind of pulling on you, and because at times it's hard to identify them and to be like, okay, I know what this is. It may lead you into places of deception, of, I don't know. I'm not going to say, I keep on hearing chaos. It's not chaos. I don't see it as that. It could show up like that energetically a little bit. You know, if you don't pay attention, it could lead you into that place of, oh my God, I don't know what to do about this. But I don't see it as chaotic as the word makes it sound, you know. I could see you having a handle on this as long as you start, you know, falling into this Hangman a little more. Taking a step back from these energies and allowing them to come through. Because there's a reason that they're coming through. And I feel like the reason is this fear that wants to show up for you. Anyways, the universe says, through all of this, you may not be connected to your heart as much. So that's an important aspect of all of these energies and why they're trying to come through. And it feels like you're kind of rushing a little bit in terms of, you kind of feel this unsettledness and you're like, oh, okay, you know, you need to just stop in front of it all and just let it all settle, let the dust settle, because I don't know what this is about, but it's definitely pulling on some of your fear here. I do see things settling down though for you, so that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.